ayun, first of all, maraming salamat sa Open Table MCC for organizing this kind of event. And for Miss Eva Le Queen for, yes. So ayun, naka-notes up na yung tanong.
Ay, lagot
Medyo
may
mautal
extra.
na ako ngayon because of
Yes, shot pa!
Shot pa!
Shot pa.
So ayun.
Lagot!
Thank you rin po sa pa-sponsor ng wine, I believe. Ayun po. Tumatak po kasi sa akin yung sinabi mo in the TV, the drag, yes, na discussing drag playhouse. And please correct me if I'm wrong. Sinabi niyo po na nabuo yung playhouse dahil sa layunin yung ilabas ang drag sa nightclub setting, which I find so parang amazing. And ang tanong ko is, ngayong na-introduce na po natin yung drag, specifically discussion led by you, a drag artist, in a church setting, in a community setting, saang mga circles and communities nyo pa po naisdalhin ang playhouse and drag in general? So, I thank you.
Thank you.
May cash tip po ba yung tanong nyo? Ang panel natin, sasagot na. Sige.
Salamat. From CNN, no? Maraming salamat. Yes. That's always been the vision of Drag Playhouse, is to increase, dati it's just to increase the visibility and exposure of Filipino drag artists outside the nightclub setting. Kung meron mang silver lining talaga yung lockdown natin, it's to also prove that drag is just a matter of access. For the longest time, drag queens have been the most exploited entertainers in the industry. Yeah, do you know how much drag queens earn per night? Some of them just get paid as low as 400 pesos. Mas mahal pa yung bote ng emperador dun sa bar than an entire night's work. That's how, and I used to be an HR consultant, project manager. I know labor code, so I cannot. It's like, I can't. With everything that I know, why would I let that happen to my sisters, diba? So, pero, if you, I've tried. Because, if you will put yung kabuhayan ng isang drag artist is nakasalalay sa tipping culture, which is essentially non-existent dito sa Pilipinas because we're not a tipping country. Parang, you cannot have too many queens in one night. Kasi, regardless of the quality of the show, the tipping capacity of the crowd doesn't change. I've pushed for that, and and that's how I realized na parang, you know what, we really cannot, hindi natin pwedeng ipagsiksikan yung art natin sa lugar na talagang ang hirap ng baliin ng kultura. Yes, by the end of the day, bakit mas pagod, feeling nila mas pagod yung waiter kaysa sa'yo, but that's really the way it is. So we wanted to bring drag outside the clubs. We started virtually. And then we realized, and then we saw na people are really willing to pay. Facebook Live, kaya nga nabuhay yung mga bakla, kaka-Facebook Live, ganyan. We started Facebook Live. We started contents like podcasts. Meron pa kaming queer rantings noon, mga TV, mga shows na ganyan. And people would follow, drag. People will be drawn to drag naturally because we are beautiful, we are entertaining. Talent is always there. Imagine, we're a full package. May dancer, makeup artist, stylist, di ba? Here. It's a full package. It's a total entertainment. Bakit natin ipagdadamot yan? Why was there been, for the longest time, bakit may monopoly ang mga clubs in such a beautiful art? So, we started doing, after the pandemic, syempre, taping muna kami, di ba? ng Drag Race. So, nalaman na namin ng Drag Race. And then, we started doing drag and dine events. We offered ourselves sa mga restaurants if you want to do drag, and then drag brunches. And now we have viewing parties where drag is being seen na hindi mo na kailangan magpuyat ng alauna ng just to see a drag queen. Dati para silang mga animal sa zoo, hindi ka pupunta sa bars, hindi ka makakita ng drag queen. Now, as early as 9 a.m. in drag brunches at Butterboy, you can see drag queens. And then ang ganda nun kasi ang mga namin doon, mga senior, sila mga madam, tapos may mga bata, they will take photos with us. And then for us,
good exposure.
That is good. When you convert drag show virgins into fans, yun ang win. Not just for drag queens, but for the community in general. It normalizes seeing a member of the LGBT na hindi ka lang laging comic relief, hindi ka lang it's always a sub story and always related to HIV. You know, how we are presented when they see eloquent, intelligent, beautiful members of the LGBT in mainstream, it opens up to not just the person but for the entire community as well. Diba? Hindi na tayo joke. Hindi tayo laging joke. Hindi tayo punchline. So yeah, so that's the goal of Drag Playhouse. Now we are working closely with music labels such as Sony Music. Sony Music has been working well with us since SIZA. We've been doing promotions, yung mga TikTok na yun. And recently, we had this event, the Renaissance Ball. It's the officially unofficial promotion of Beyonce here in the Philippines. No, and now we're gonna have another event for Nicki Minaj, with under Universal Music by the end of September. It's really when you bring drag to places that would never, uncharted territories, and you start to increase the visibility and makes other establishments know na pwede pala sila. They have following. They are amazing. Let's book them.
Hindi lang night creatures. That
Yes, hindi tayo aswang.
Kill aswang.
Yes.
Si Pipay. And that's beautiful. Thank you very much for sharing with us. I didn't know that. Thank you very much for that question, ate. May 5 pesos ka man.
Meron kang tostitos.
It's very beautiful din yung na-mention natin. Talaga yung visibility is very important. Kasi all the more na mas marami yung nakakakita or nakakarinig or yung appreciation, it really just naturally and organically create that conversation. And matagal-tagal pa ang usapin ng equality dito sa Pilipinas, pero with the work of our drag artists, talagang very thankful. We are very thankful for this platforms that you na kami din ay nakikinabang. Sa totoo lang, kami din ay nakikinabang.